And what you don't realize is that cheat meals are keeping you fat. Like, I know everyone has told you, oh, all calories are the same. You know, you fit it into your macros and you'll be fine, right? But cheat meals are the reason that you're still fat. Because you still have this mentality that it's fine in moderation, that it's okay to have every once in a while. And that's why you haven't been able to lose weight. That's why you still look fat because you still think that foods that are highly processed, that were made in factories, that were made in fucking laboratories, that were made to be as addicting as possible, so that you're hooked on it, onto it for as long as possible. You still believe that that's fine. You still believe that it's okay. And this really hit me because the other day I was at like this amusement park, and they were, I was there with my friends, went on like a ride or two because it started raining, so it kind of sucked. And honestly, like, we stopped at the food court before we left because my friend had like a pass to get like one free meal, and he said, yeah, I'm gonna go get some pizza, and I was like, okay. And I was expecting him to get like one pizza, right? And no, like, no, but he went into the cafeteria, went into the shop. It's like I don't know. That's where they serve like the main food, because there's other restaurants that they're their own business, but this was like the cafeteria of the amusement park, and they gave him like a pizza, a large ass cookie, two sodas, and two fries. Like, that was one meal, and I was really expecting him to get one slice of pizza, and he got a whole fucking meal, and it was like damn near diabetic as fuck, and like that classifies as obese in my opinion. Like, what the fuck? Like, got a whole like two things of fries, two sodas, one pizza, all of that for free because like he had like a guest pass or some shit. And that honestly surprised me, and it opened my eyes to the fact of how common this is, how normalized it is to like mix like this amusement park, these fun rides and everything, mix it in with all this bad food, all this processed food, and it honestly, it's disappointing as fuck. You know, it's really sad like how like this is what the world has come to. And I know like you're probably watching this like, oh, it's not that deep, bro. It's like it's just some pizza, bro. But I genuinely think that it's fucked up. I think that, like, why? Like, sure, you might be able to eat it, but are you looking at like 75% of Americans are overweight and 45% of them are obese? Like, are we not seeing that? And like, most people think they're fine because they're fine. But if you look at the large scale, the large spectrum of it, as a nation, as a society, we are going down. And I really think that the direction we're heading in is not good, and it's fucked up. And the fact that these foods are normalized it's just not good in a sense. And I feel like the reason that you are still fat, the reason you can't lose weight, as I've said at the start, was because you still think that these foods are fine. You still think that they're normal. You still think it's okay to have every once in a while. But until you like view these foods as the worst thing imaginable, until you get to that point, then you're never going to stop eating them. And that's the problem. Like, you're never gonna not have some pizza or have some ice cream because you still think that it's fine. But you thinking it's fine is what's caused you, and it's what's leading you to stay the same. And if not, just get worse. So like, the best thing that you can do is just stop eating this junk food. And like, no, that sounds so fucking generic, and that's like I say that shit every time. But how can you actually like do it though? How can you actually stop eating it? And I feel like, at least for me, the first thing that worked was informing myself on how bad this food is. Like, when I first heard about seed oils, what was this, like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when I first heard about seed oils, and no, it's almost damn near 3 years, but yeah, shit changes quick. But when I first heard about it, I'd watch all these videos on YouTube, like how seed oils are made. What are the dangers of seed oils? I used to watch this guy who like walk around the grocery store, like, reviewing products and say like what's exactly bad about them. And I honestly think you should do the same, because you have to get obsessed about it. You have to get really committed to your health. Really, like, this has to become your personality in a sense. And some people say like, "Oh, why would I want to do that? Like, I don't want the gym, or I don't want my health to be my personality." Like, why not? Like, what the fuck else are you gonna do? Like, people say, oh, I don't want to become like, like a gym bro. I don't want to be known as that. I'm like, bro, then what are you gonna be known as? Fucking loser. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see why not. You just start consuming all this fitness content. Start consuming all this health content. Like, even though it's like brain rot, because I used to watch like all these fitness influencers like um Will Tennyson, like those guys that make these entertainment style, like very fast paced, high paced YouTube videos with all that editing and shit, and it's like swapping diets with like a 700 pound man, and I'm like a bodybuilder. Like I used to watch those types of videos, and honestly, I think you should. And I know I preach a lot of don't watch content, don't waste time. But if you're at the point right now, you're at the level right now where you're still watching like movies and TV shows and scrolling on TikTok. If you're at that point, cut that shit out and start watching long form like gym type of content. Like 20-minute videos, 15-minute videos of guys like swapping diets with like the random Olympian guy, fucking Ronnie Coleman, right? Like just watch more gym content and you'll become more like it'll become more of your personality. And then you'll start acting like the guy who is a gym bro. You start eating clean, you start doing these right things. And then eventually, once you reach a point, because I did that for like a whole year straight, like a year, maybe even 2 years straight. And then I reached the point where I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I watching this shit? Like, I know about the gym. I know what I have to do. Now it's just about doing it. Now it's just about time and putting in that work every day. If I need, like, information about the gym, I'm not going to cope and say, oh, I'm just going to watch this quick, video by this, like, brain rot fucking YouTuber. Like, no, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to search this up. I'm going to watch a long form podcast. I'm going to watch an educational video that's at least like an hour, 2 hours long to actually learn knowledge, not just watch entertainment. But if you're still in these beginning stages, like fucking go for it. Like watch all that entertainment content, watch all the bullshit content, and then eventually you'll realize that it's not even good for you, and then you'll stop. And now I'm at the point where I can just eat my food without a screen. I can just go outside on my porch and just eat my food and be grateful for it and thankful, and that's eventually the point you want to reach to. But until then, you can just watch some fitness content. It's gonna help you a lot. And that's one of the ways to make your whole personality fitness on how you can stop, eating this junk food and really just cutting it out. And the second way, the best way I do it as well, is to just really develop a hatred towards it. Really like tell yourself every day, I fucking hate this food. I hate this junk food. This is why my family is fat. This is why the people in my school are fat. This is why some of my friends are fat. And it's like, it's not even in like a way to insult them. It's just thinking like, yeah, like this has caused them to be this way. And they're my friends. Like, why are they fat? Like what the fuck? Like, that's not fair. Like, he didn't do anything. He was born into a family where that's all that there's really available. That's all that he really knew. And it's sad. You see these people like at your school or at your work or anywhere, and you're like, damn, like they just grew up this way. Like they didn't choose to be fat. They didn't choose to be this way. Now obviously it is their responsibility because that's the point that they were given to. That's the life they were handed, and it's their responsibility to get the fuck up and make the change. But them just being born into this society, that was not their choice. And you gotta think like, fuck, like I don't want this to be me. I don't want this to be my friends. I don't want this to be my family. I don't want this to be anyone around me because they matter to me. And then you develop this hatred. You're like, fuck this, bro. Like, fuck these food companies. Fuck these industries who are just trying to get us addicted, who are doing everything in their power to get us addicted. And then you develop that hatred. And then it's like, fuck McDonald's. Like, it's damn near demonic in my eyes. Like, I just see it like, fuck this. Don't never want to get near that. And just push everyone else against it as well. Like, become that like annoying friend who's like just lecturing like your friends about what the dangers are of these foods. And let that become your personality. And let that become who you are now. Because then you will reap the results. You will get the benefits. Even if other people call you annoying or whatever, who gives a fuck? You're the one getting the benefits. So yeah, that's pretty much the way I personally like quit junk food and stopped eating it. And I hope it helped you out. And like I said, free community down below if you want to join. If not, I don't really care, but it's down there. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.